All right. Here we go. I'm gonna start my screen. And hopefully you all can see our uh, the slides here. Um, thank you very much, everyone. Welcome to my session and joining my humble abode here. I My name is Joseph, Joseph Wibo. You can call me Joey. This is my Stanford email. So who am I? Um, I'm a web project manager who work in the Stanford Humanities and Science IT. I work with a great team with Marion, Tori, Jen, and Carolyn, and also Andy, if you're there. They're in the call somewhere. I don't think Andy is here for the past 3 years. I wear different hats as a project manager. I do, website maintenance, supports, web project migrations, and many more. But lately, I am focused on improving our testing infrastructure. And I promise you, this is not a spider in a party hat. It is a this is a bad artwork of me saying "ta-da" type of thing. All right, so let's talk about our favorite subject here, testing. Some people love it, some people really love it, and some just kind of you know who you are. But why do we care about testing? So if you have a similar development environment like we do, that runs 2 weeks sprint cycle, continuous improvements over 120 sites. We have about 3.5 million visits per month. So if we mess up and something gets into our live sites, it's gonna be pretty visible, and people are gonna, yell at you and complain. Hopefully not, but that's kind of how it is sometimes. So if you want quality products, I don't think there's a way to avoid testing your product. So there are many types of testing, but I think today I want to hone in on one of the tests, what we call a visual testing. So what visual testing is that it doesn't really check the functionality of the page. It doesn't really, click on the page or interact with a button or anything like hands-on type of test. But what it is checks for visible or any unintended consequences and on a public facing pages. So visual testing can be one of the effective methods to test for catching anything before going into the live sites. And visual testing usually, or one of the cool kids are saying nowadays, are called visual regression test. Now, visual regression test, if it's like, so some of you may already know this and some of you may not, but I will go over it anyways. It is a lot like that game of the spot the difference. If you ever remember in the old days, this used to be my favorite game growing up. I never knew that it's going to be useful in the future, but apparently it is. So it's also like a before and after. So this is kind of like metaphorically a before and after picture of a code change where a panda gets a glass after the code change. You can actually see and compare to detect any visual differences in the code change that you have. So now, if we translate this into a real life product, I use Diffy for our visual regression test. And this is kind of like what it represents before and after. On the left-hand side here, what it used to be before, where the image actually is taller. After the code change, then it becomes shorter. So this is the kind of things that we want to see if there is any unintended consequences after the code changes that you have. So the benefits of having a visual regression test is usually, you have faster releases, improved code quality, and also, reduced user frustration due to visual bugs. Nowadays, we have many visual regression test tools at your disposal. You can actually just Google it, and you can actually have many types. But I won't talk about those things. I will only talk about the ones that we've tried, our team tried. First one is Backstop.js. We used to use this with our previous vendor for visual regression tests. This is what it looks like for before and after. And the one that we're currently using is Percy. This is for our upstream tests. So it shows you where the differences are between like before and after. And the one that I just mentioned, Diffy. This is for our manual testing visual regression test. So to approach visual testing, I think of it, there are two ways to approach visual testing, a regression test there. The first one is automation, which is great because I think you can run this and you can also like do other things at the same time. And Backstop.js and Percy have the potential to be used automatically, and where the developers do a code merge and it could be run simultaneously. However, it does have limitations where it really depends on the plans that you have and how many screenshots that you're allowed. That's kind of like the limitations of the automations. That's why in our case, what we do is actually we supplement it with the manual testing visual regression. The good thing about supplementing it with the manual is actually we get to choose on like what are the other important sites that we want to monitor. It's just that in the past we run into some difficulties with the manual testing because it just consumes lots of times, especially like if you have lots of sites that you want to monitor if they have lots of different pages, and it just takes a lot of time for you to review all those things. Now, the way visual regression tool works is that you would have to provide a collection of URLs, URL list to the tools, and then they will do screenshots for you. And there is an easy way, which is the classic way, I would say, of using the visual regression tool. So what you do is you click a button, and then there will be a link crawl that crawls your site, and it will pick the URL list for for the monitor's screenshots. And or you can also cherry pick the URLs that you think it's important, and then you put them onto the site, onto the project, sorry, the tool. But sometimes, imagine if you have at least 10 sites to monitor. This means that, on average, the machine would have to take 200 to 400 screenshots overall, which will take some time. And I think there's pros and cons for this. The pros, it is definitely convenient. It is low effort in gathering the URL modeler list. However, the cons are sometimes you only have a tiny list collection of URLs, and it might not be a priority page. Why I say tiny list is because it really depends on your budget and also like the storage that you can use for the URL model, the monitor tools that you have. So that's the first one. The second one is it might not be viable if you're monitoring like 120 plus sites. And that just kind of makes the reviewer have to review with many hours, reviewing all false positives, screenshots, and they will have to like keep seeing the same thing over and over again. Especially the ones that if you have a page that has automatically moving, like an event, for an example, if you have a event on your homepage that changes every couple of days, the screenshot will also ding it, thinking that is something different. This one also have lots of redundancy monitoring. What I meant by this one is that you might be over checking one thing and under checking something else, and we don't want to do that. It's resource intensive for the bots of the tools, because taking 200, 400 screenshots at one time, it just takes a lot of effort, even just for the hardware to do that. So before I go into the concept of the alternative way of thinking about this is I want to introduce you a concept of a component. So this is an example of a monitored web page. And what you see here from the top to bottom, and we call them, component A, component B, component C. So as we can see here, we have hero image component that is located in full width region, which is on the top. We have text area component that is located in main region in the middle. So majority of the time, anything that is below the middle here, the middle going down, we call it like the main region. So because they're confined in the kind of like limited width region. And then at the bottom here, just kind of an example, we call it postcard component in the main region. Let me see. So knowing that we always see components on the page, right? Here are the concept ideas to alternatively tweak your URL collection in your visual regression tools. The first one is always try to reduce your redundancy monitoring. And how do we do that? Because this goes hand in hand with increase your awareness and your coverage of all the components that you have, and create a database where all the components live. Now, I want to preface this that this might take some work, some audit work from your team, but I can promise you it will pay off in the long run. And of course, the concept of try to reduce the number of URLs monitored while maximizing the observation of multiple components. For an example, this concept here, if we look at our previous slides, just using this one URL, I can actually monitor 3 components already. So this is kind of like where the concept comes from. So instead of using, 20, 40 random URLs, try to intentionally look for a URL that monitors specific components. And as an additional resource, you can always identify your high important sites. As our example, we actually use Google Analytics to kind of like helps focus which sites to use, and we curate the URLs monitor list from there. Now, I want to show you our database, but before that as well, I want to show you that we have. I want to give you a little context of our themes. In our humanities and science IT Drupal platform site themes, we have 3 themes. The first one is colorful theme. The second one is our traditional theme. And we have legacy. It's a lot like putting on clothes onto your websites. Because why do I say that is because if you look at the top part here, they are technically the same component, which is a hero image. And this particular one is called hero gradient. And they just look slightly different from one another if we change themes. So if on colorful here, you can actually see the button is a little bit more circular, where the traditional is a little bit on the square side, and legacy, well, it doesn't have that button at the moment. So same thing, that is on our full width region. We also have many varieties on how we stack things around components wise on the main region. So knowing that, I want to show you, remember when I say increase awareness and coverage and create a database, I want to give credit to Jen Dalanan, who is in the call right now, and also Marion that started this sheet, and also Tori and Carolyn that also contribute to this humongous database. So this is just a snippet of components that we have. We call it component tracker. So as you can see here, we have the region categories on the left-hand side there. So all the components that lives on the full width region, you can actually see there's hero gradient, hero layered, hero no text, spotlights, and so on and so forth. Also on top of that, just on the column C there, we put the variations of it. It has align left, align right, short, tall, so on and so forth. And for the 3 columns, you can see that I put colorful, traditional, and legacy as well. So this is what I meant by list out all your components, where they're located, because I will show you why we're doing this. So let's just say, for an example, I want to monitor a text area, which is located in the main width region. So we have the component text area here, and I know that we have several variations of things that we can actually do in the text area. We have splash fonts, lead fonts, heading 2, heading 3. And we list them out. Where do we see them? I saw one in economics. Of course, we list them out in economics. And just so happened that on the same page, we also have heading 2. And this proves to you that you're already saving one less URL to monitor heading to as well. So this is just for colorful. And if we want to go down a little bit more, for traditional, we also have heading to in the chair's welcome message page, which also happen to have heading 3. And this is another URL saved from your monitor list. And just by this example, we know that we covered text area, splash font, heading 2 and heading 3 in 2 site themes with just 2 URLs, economics and the chair's welcome message. Now, what do we do after we have all these URL listed out for all your components? What you can do is you copy each column and then copy it, paste it onto another sheet and filter the duplications to get the unique URLs. This way, you can actually have just these unique URLs. You can put them in your visual regression tools. And now you can rest easy knowing that this list of targeted URLs already covered and monitor most of your, and if not all, your components. I want to show you this also because like this concept is also scalable. If you have a new components that you develop, what you need to do is just you add a row or rows, depending on how many variations you have. You add the URLs here on all the variations that you have, and then put them back into the unique URL page sheets and add them to your visual regression tool. And that is your alternative way to kind of like reduce the URL monitor list. All right, so I want to share to you our results as well and take you back to this cute panda picture. So before, because we're observing 120 sites, 20 plus sites, we used to monitor around 900 plus URLs with an average of 10 to 12 URLs per sites. And now we only monitor 166 URLs with an average of 1 to 2 pages. That's about 82% reduced in URL quantity to monitor. And, you know, I think with that, you have better coverage, you have fewer false positives, and it takes much less time to review, which is all good. And so in closing, the concept ideas of alternative URL gathering here is to reduce redundancy monitoring, increase awareness and coverage. This is, I think, the hardest part because you have to do a lot of legwork to put everything into your database and locate them where they appear on your sites. And then maximizing observation of multiple components with a reduced number of URLs. And additionally, this is just the fourth one. Additionally, if you want, you can always try to find your high important sites, high traffic sites using your analytics tools, whichever it is, and you use those sites to curate the URL. So in conclusion, for visual regression testing, always to strategically finding methods to intentionally curate your URLs will benefit you in saving lots of time. And those times you can have other important things to do in your life with those times. And that is all. And thank you. Any questions?
Thanks, Joey. There are some questions or statements in the chat. Ralph Ambrose is talking about a solution of creating kind of a canary page with all the possible components from your platform and testing that. Want to take a look at that?
Yeah, I would. Oh wow, there's lots of questions. I would have to read them one by one. 1 second here. Let me
I think,
just.
Joey, the question is essentially why didn't we create a test page, right? Which is something we started with and included. And I think it'd be great if you can go into the details, but I think essentially it has to do with page load. And then we have too many design variations that you can't fit on a single page. So I don't know if you want to address that a little bit.
Yeah, so we do have a test page in a way, like a training page where we can we put all the canonical items onto certain things. And this is the kind of page that we actually use for our automation. And because of the limitations of the budget cost for Percy wise, we can only take so many screenshots, and we already have lots of screenshots for this test site. But the thing is, on top of this, we don't really have, because of this limitations, we didn't really have a way to kind of like monitor the actual real life sites. That is also important for us. So that's why we kind of supplement it with Diffy as well. I don't know if you want to add anything else, Marion. Marion works with our team. So.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of tweaking you can do on Diffy settings and other tools you use to figure out exactly what's the right set of delay mechanism you want to use to give the page a chance to load if you have a lot of components. That might be something to play with. Another reason why having a single test page didn't work great for us is because we have 10 color palettes and different design families and different variations for raising the cards on the page, not raising the cards on the page, adding a couple of things. So it was just not possible for us to have a small set of test pages. And then the other thing is, as humans, we're just pretty terrible about creating test pages that are meaningful and actually really represent what's out in the wild. So that's why we've grown beyond just a canary page, which is where we started and it helped us. But I think we realized out in the wild there were too many variations that we hadn't identified.
I saw your questions, Robert. Are we running that on the server, Percy-wise, or locally? So the workflow that we have is we have our dev team, which is our vendor also, that will run the Percy locally on their machine. And it kind of, currently it runs manually, and they're trying to do it into the automation ways, where they push the code and then it runs the Percy, and then it will kind of like ping us when it's ready. And then we can actually approve it, and then the developer will kind of keep going through the workflow that way. Yes, in Diffy, you can also adjust the sensitivity. We tried to adjust the sensitivity, but it's just kind of it's a lot to calibrate, especially if you have moving contents, like what I was saying earlier. If the homepage have events that's always changing, it kind of like almost no matter how you calibrate it, it's gonna ding it as a false image. And that's where your test reviewer have to come in and just kind of like manually approve it. So that's kind of like where a lot of redundancy of review happens. And that's kind of like the way I think about it is a sunken time just to see it, and then you approve it, because you technically, it is an avoidable problem. So that's why I would start thinking about this way. All great questions, by the way. Thank you. And sorry, I didn't address the questions early on. All right, any other questions?
I don't know if it's specifically related to that, Joey, but I think there's other great things that you've brought to our testing infrastructure. And I don't know if you want to talk about different screen sizes, different browsers, different layers to that.
Yeah, I believe the testing in our Percy actually takes variations as well, where it tests different browsers and different breakpoints. And that's why per one page, it's already take 12 screenshots for, you know, those 3 different breakpoints and 4 different types of browsers. That's why in a way, our budget of screenshots runs out really quick after a while. I want to show you actually the extent of what we have on the database, because I think it's important to see how extensive it is for us to do this. Let's see. So let me open this. So so this is kind of like I took a screenshot, just a part of it, but technically these are all the existing components that we have, and we lay out the variations as well, where they're located. If you ever see things that are blank or like over here, it is because we don't really have a real life representation in our live sites. But what we can do is we use those canary test sites, training page, or something that is constant that actually exists, and you can actually create those components and use it as a monitor list. The reason why we're prioritizing these sites is because we cross-reference it with our top high-profile sites, and we use those sites to collect all these URL sites. And as you can see, we are still kind of always continuously improving it and adding more and more URLs to the list as well. So if you have questions, or if you need some help, you can always reach out to us, and we can kind of think of the way to help you that way. Oh, sorry, I lost my track. All right, anybody else have input, feedback, or in your experiences, what has been working for you? No? Okay. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining the session. I think we can give you the time early. Sorry, give you 10 minutes early back in your day. And it's great to see you all.
Thank you, Joey.
Thank you.